Welcome to Doak Campbell Stadium, home to the Florida State Seminoles. And just listen to this crowd energy. Every Seminoles game, the war chant goes full throttle. Both teams have circled this game on their schedule. Two of college football's elite colliding here in a matchup of top 5 teams early in the season. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Florida State Seminoles. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Nittany Lions will kick this away, start us off. Returner choosing to field this one. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Him out throwing here to start the drive. And look, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Florida State.
Chris, just like that, you get the ball to the best player on the field, and it pays off. One play and a touchdown. We knew this guy was going to have an impact on this game. I didn't realize it was going to be on the first play.
Automatic on the PAT. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50. The Nittany Lions hustle to the line to crank up the tempo.
What a nice job here by this offensive line in the back to pick up this first down. And Chris, you know better than me growing up in this area, Penn State's offense and the ability to run the ball, probably been doing it as well as anybody in college football for decades, going back to guys like the late, great Franco Harris and Kajana Carter and Larry Johnson and Miles Sanders more recently, and, of course, Saquon Barkley. I mean, the list goes on and on of great Penn State running backs, and I'm sure they're proud to see him running the football the way he is today.
Looking to pass here on second down. Running back has it on a screen now. They finally get him down, but a solid gain in that screen pass. Good call there.
I love early in a game like this where you get the running back involved. You just get his hands on the football. Also, nice, easy screen. Gets the quarterback settled into the game. Nice, easy throw. And look at this. It ends up being a huge play.
The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Catch made on the left side. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now. And the Nittany Lions with 1st and 10 here.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. It's a shotgun run call. Got space looking for the end zone here. Tackle just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run. The Nittany Lions trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State. Lining up to try the extra point. And it's good. Now they get set to kick it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with the big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? Makes a quick catch. Finds room at the 30. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Fires it to the wideout. The ball is picked off.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
And there's the handoff. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
First down, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. Tried to lob the ball up there, but doesn't connect. The Nittany Lions will come to the line to run the hurry-up. He's back to throw again on second down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Avoiding the sack, but the scramble results in just a very short gain. Third down play for this offense. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Well, the reality with any screen pass is they usually take a little bit of time to develop. And though they often can hit big, sometimes they take too long to cook up. And sometimes you can get sacked.
And he makes it out from 55 yards out.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. He steps out at the 22, and that's where the drive will begin. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32. That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. They'll run it to the right side. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create here on the move. Finds the receiver wide open. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down at the 47.
Another great throw by this quarterback to be able to pick up a first down and keep this drive alive. I tell you, he's starting to kind of feel like he's getting into a zone. And boy, Chris, over the years, how many Florida State quarterbacks have we seen get in that zone? Guys like Chris Weinke and James.
And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. Touchdown, Knowles. It was a foot race, and he won it. But they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good, so it's 14-10 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half. The tuck strategy here. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
This defense reminds me of a group that just is all about preparation. They are completely dialed in on this play. Yeah, they give up the completion, but how about that? Nowhere to go after the catch.
Going again on 2nd and 10. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Using his legs here. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
And the Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Buying time, moving to his left. Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
And now another deep ball here. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Bulldozing his way past tacklers. And look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Defense is coming after him. And the pressure gets home. It's a sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. He's going to take off. And he'll be brought down.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. They'll try to run for the first down. And they get him down to wrap up the first period of play. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And the running back takes the handoff. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And he'll set up to throw. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. Able to throw it away. He felt the heavy pressure, took a hit, but got rid of the football. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. After the incompletion, they'll line up now for a 3rd and 5. Now here's the toss play. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker.
Coming up, 4th down.
Fourth down and 2 coming up as they try to keep the drive going.
Freedom. Let's go. Ringo.
From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Quick completion with the tight end. The quick up the first down, tackle at the 25.
Well, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it right near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Seminoles. Now the all-important extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. They'll tackle him out across the 20.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Crossing the 35. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Finally goes out of bounds after gobbling up big yardage on that run.
Man, I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. In the clear at the 25. He could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Game-breaking speed for the running back to reach the end zone. That is just priceless for an offense.
Chris, that back was able to find that crease in the defense. Let's give credit to the big fellas up front for creating that crease. They all played a key role in that score.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Florida State offense on the field. A beautiful, balanced drive reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? He'll hand it off. After second effort, he's brought down, but he's past the mark.
Another first down and another good run by this back from Florida State. I tell you, he's doing his job as far as living up to the great tradition of Florida State running backs.
Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
I know the toss play begins with a guy taking the snap and turns around and flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction, where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes, play is blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
And the Seminoles begin a new series here, 1st and 10. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Makes the catch, but the defense breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Same tailback, another carry. Oh, look at the quick cut. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Waits the tackle, gets into the clear. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there. We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. And the Noles line up with a 1st and goal. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dream about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. It's an option look. He'll pitch it. Got a lane. Can he get in? Touchdown, Florida State. This offense cannot be stopped. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. Always looking to throw. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. That'll be enough for a 1st down, brought down at the 43.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
One play, and they're already past the 40. 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. With the catch, it's Sharp. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the plus 40. The Nittany Lions hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Here comes a first down pass attempt. The pocket breaking down.
Tackle is made at the 37. Second down.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down.
Well, it's a good thing they pick up the first down here because it would have been interesting to see. They were kind of in that no man's area there. If they did not pick up the first down, would they have kicked the field goal or would they have gone for it? But here, doesn't matter. Nice first down.
And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Well, if you're not careful as a quarterback, this is the kind of route that defensive back wants to jump and get in front of for an interception and maybe a touchdown going the other way. But this time, the receiver runs it well, brings it in, and then gets out of bounds.
The pass rush closing in. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Looking to the end zone, and it's picked off in the end zone. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here with the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end zone. Receiver makes the grab, and he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
Quick throw to his receiver. He pulls it in for a big gain. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
You know, a lot of times college quarterbacks, they're more comfortable working to the outside. Here's an example of a quarterback with a full field read, and he hits a big play in the middle.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looks left and finds his target there. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
He's running out of time here. And it's incomplete. Just 10 seconds remaining now.
Good adjustment here by the defensive coordinator. Let's face it, it's been a tough game so far for this defense. They've given up a ton of yards and touchdowns through the air. This time they figured out a way to affect his timing, and they get the pressure to hit him before he can make another play.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. He's looking deep here. Touchdown. Knows. This offense really clicking. And they'll set up for the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Quarterback looking to scramble. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Seminoles will kick this away to get the second half going. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he steps out after reaching the 30. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, to come out throwing. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Gets into space at the 50. They finally get him down. It's a big gain. Ball moves to the 47. The Nittany Lions will come to the line to crank up the tempo. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking to scramble. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Fresh set of downs to the offense. First down. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And the ball is hauled in. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Boy, great job here by the quarterback to find the running back out of the backfield. That'll earn his team a new set of downs.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down play coming up. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
He'll hand it off. He's found some room at the 45. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Play action here on first down. Looking for the wideout. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. And he steps out, but that's the takeaway this defense was looking for.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Makes a quick grab. Breaks loose at the 40. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. He hands it off from the gun. Oh, what a move. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And the Nittany Lions will have 1st and 10 here. Takes the handoff. It's Wade. And that broken tackle will earn him first down yardage.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Nittany Lions are in the red zone. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Penn State. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the 4th quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
And the extra point was up and good. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the hands team able to recover the football. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles. That's another passing strike from his quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ballgame.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. But, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage. Because right now, it is not working.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And here's the return from inside the 5. He brings it back to the 18 before stepping out. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And they'll set up for the PAT. And it's up and good.
Kick is good. That makes the score Florida State 42.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back.
Number 17 set to kick off.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team.
Florida State Seminoles will take over 1st and 10.
And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. This game has suddenly gotten more interesting, so this offense needs to be productive here. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
First down here for this offense. Sticking with the running game. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set. It's second down. They'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense sets the formation. It's 3rd down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Dives to make the grab for a huge gain.
You know, as a quarterback, you end up having one of those days that everybody wants to talk about. How'd you do it? What a big day throwing the football the way he has today. Well, it takes catches like this and efforts like this to be able to allow you to have a great game.
The Noles moving quickly down the field here.
Lasso! Lasso! Cut it! Cut it!
They'll run it here. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Penn State offense comes back on the field. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. He's moving out of the pocket. Oh, that one's picked off. Tackle made on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 37 now.
Well, at this point, the offensive coordinator has to think about going to the other quarterback. That's his 4th interception in this game alone. He's throwing the ball in the coverage, and the defense is making him pay for it.
Let's fly to the wideout. And he's got his man open downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Anytime you have a sudden change like this, Chris, I love to see the idea of this quick strike. The defense barely really has a chance to get established and get set. Next thing you know, they're dealing with an offense that's coming right at them, trying to put points on the board.
And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Florida State 49, Penn State 31.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play.
Clear! Clear! Pound 55!
They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. Will he score here? Touchdown, Noles. And this one is getting ugly. See if they can convert the point after. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Getting set to kick the ball off now. This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escapes the pocket. Breaking free at the 35. The sophomore calls his own number and keeps this drive moving.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
And looking to throw now on first down. Fires it. He's got it for a big gain. It's a huge gain across midfield. Ball will be spotted about the 31. The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Hey, this offense isn't giving up. Yeah, we're in the fourth quarter. You're down big. But who knows? Make a big play. Try to get in the end zone. Maybe get an onside kick.
On the run here. Let's it go. Not enough on that one. It falls incomplete.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
At the 14-yard line. And that's a first down for the offense.
And the Nittany Lions lining up here on 1st and 10. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Bringing pressure. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Receiver makes the catch, and he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Interesting call here, Chris, with a screen pass in the fourth quarter late in the game. I think they're expecting the defense to get upfield on the pass rush. But give the defense all the credit. Recognizing it, almost really anticipating that this screen was coming, and then rallying to the ball.
Tackle near the 2-yard line. First and goal, Penn State.
The Nittany Lions will line up now. It's 1st and goal. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
What have they got cooked up with this 2-point conversion attempt? He'll find the end zone again. Touchdown, 2-point conversion. He's trying to wage a comeback.
Well, that's when you know an offensive coordinator has confidence in his running game. 2-point conversion, no problem. Rely on the back and his vision with that great blocking up front to get you the 2 points.
And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. And the defense makes some adjustments. Come up, and he'll loft it to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Going the other way. Can they stop him? It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's moving out of the pocket now. Well, that was exciting, but no one to throw to. Eventually goes down.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? Not just the pick, but a big return sets up the offense in good position.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute, and the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
On first down, it's play action. Running out of time in the pocket. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Ready up.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10.
Razor. Flag.
Handoff as they try to work the clock here. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line. Will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Boy, questionable call there on 3rd down. I know they don't convert, but why not run the ball? Keep the clock moving, especially working with the lead in the 4th quarter. Now you got a big decision here on 4th down and short.
Bringing it back, it's Wade. The coverage team makes the stop on this return.
Penn State offense will take over.
And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Breaks free. Trying to extend the play. He's going to pull it down and run. Breaks loose at the 40. Tough to show by the sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down himself. Nittany Lions come up to the line in a hurry-up.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass.
Here's the throw deep downfield. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
Empty backfield now as they go for 2.
Let's go.
There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch for the 2-point conversion as they continue to cut into this lead.
And makes the score. Florida State 56. Penn State 47.
Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? And now the handoff. Finding some room at the 25. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Seminoles. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the extra point up and good. They stretch the lead to 16 here in the 4th quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Returner looking to make a play here. And the returner steps out at the 20. That's where the offense will take over. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. First down, looking to throw the football. He'll take a deep shot here. Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues. It's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Makes the catch. Can he get in? Touchdown, Florida State. To stretch the lead, the route is on. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kirk.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Now they get set to kick it away. Returner looking to make a play here. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there.
Penn State offense will take over.
And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. He's moving out of the pocket. Fires it on the move. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Boy, this quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception in the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick. He better change the way he's playing the game or he's going to cost his team a game.
Second down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. And he's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game. And the Nittany Lions have 1st and 10 here. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And the sophomore a little bit too much air into that throw.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Here's the 2nd down play. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. And he pulls in the catch. And he's down after the catch at the 12. A red zone opportunity. We'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. First down, looking to throw the ball. Pressure is coming. And the defense says, not again. They wouldn't let him get loose for the scramble. Brought him down for a short gain. To the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He's got it near the end zone. Tackled at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now.
Well, you wonder if the receiver adjusted his route to get closer to that 1st down line. Whatever he did, it works. Move the sticks.
The Nittany Lions will line up here on 1st down and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State.
Man, it's just a thing of beauty to watch this offense. That's this guy's third touchdown. But give the offensive line a lot of credit. They're getting enough of a push to give him some room to show you what he can do with that space.
Offense is out there. They're going to go for 2 here. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And that pass falls incomplete.
A great job here by the defense on this conversion. Nice heads-up play to prevent the 2-point try.
Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. This group has been clicking. They really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. It's caught downfield. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
But how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the 4th.
Tough running that breaks a tackle, picks up the first down.
Chris, another accurate throw by this quarterback, and this guy has just been on fire all game long, over 200 yards passing, but more importantly, make
touchdown, Knowles, and the route is on.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles, and when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. The kickoff team on the field now is Anthony gets set to send this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the coverage team ends him in and brings him down.
And the Penn State offense will take over.
Penn State offense is back out on the field. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here, just playing for pride at this point. Defense is nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. And the defense jumps on the football. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. How's this for starting field position? 1st and goal from the 2. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Touchdown, Seminoles. And the beatdown continues.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. Lets it go quickly. He's got a man down the middle. And the offense will spend a timeout here with 20 seconds on the clock. That last catch, Kirk, puts him over 150 receiving yards in the game. Let's start checking the record books. This guy's making a push.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter what the defensive coordinator calls, whether they play man, whether they play zone. The quarterback has been able to find this guy all day long for such a huge day.
And the catch is made way downfield. That's a big gain, but they could have used that when this football game was still in doubt. And a timeout taken by the offense to stop the clock with 12 seconds remaining. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Fires it to the wideout. Caught near the goal line. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a first and goal.
First and goal, Penn State.
The Nittany Lions looking to punch it in here. It's first and goal.
Cricket. Ready to go.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions. This offense is still clicking.
Wait, Chris, 1, 2, 3. This is his 4th rushing touchdown in this game alone. This guy has a chance to not only be player of the game, maybe player of the week in the whole sport.
The offense still out there. They're going for 2 here. And he drops back in the gun. And it's caught in the end zone for a 2-point conversion to cut into this lead.
And makes the score. Florida State, 84.
I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick.
Number 17 set to kick this one off.
And looks like the hands team are able to recover the football. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. That turnover will finish the football game. Well, really entertaining one. It was fun one to call. They get the W, Kirk, in a shootout.
Not much to criticize for either of these teams on the offensive side. Well, they put on a great show. But for the two defenses, especially the losing squad, you can't imagine their coach is too happy with their performance.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.